Testing. Testing. Toast. 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 Testing. Toast. Toast. Alright, good evening everybody. We are going to do a flight on a Vision Jet to San Diego International. From San Diego International to Las Vegas. Alright, good evening everybody. We are going to do a flight. So sit back and relax. Okay, for anybody watching or listening, just setting up the flight. Sorry, I'm being like all silent and everything. I'm just doing some background stuff. If you can hear me. Don't know if I have this thing set up right. Let me just okay, for anybody watching or listening, just setting up the flight. Sorry, I'm being like all silent. Doing some background stuff. Don't know if I have this thing set up right. Alright, just getting everything set up, just setting up a couple quick little things, and we'll be up in the air soon. Okay. Why do I not show up? Missing it, rise. Alright guys, welcome to the Vision Jet in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. We're going to do a flight from San Diego, from Lindbergh, up to Las Vegas. I've got all the flight information in, I've set the weights, the fuel and everything. We're going to go ahead and fire up this beautiful aircraft and get it rolling. And here we go. I'm going to take off the chocks and the cover protectors on the outside and fire up. SoCal approach up 12805. Alright, so I'm going to turn into SoCal approach so you guys might be able to hear some ATC.
Southwest 30, 317, you push back on the ramp there, discretion advised ready for taxi. Air Canada 116, welcome to Los Angeles, crossing 92 for left at Alpha Alpha, parking via Echo, good night. Of course, yeah. You push back on the ramp there, discretion advised ready for taxi.
I'll try to turn VATSIM down a little bit. Maybe it's a little loud. Let me know. What's up, Fitness Donut? How does that VATSIM? Did you hear that ATC? How did that sound?
2 Foxtrot Tango and 26 left clear to land.
Runway 26 left clear to land, 642 Foxtrot Tango.
Let me know if you're too high.
Roger, there's a good chance you might have to do one lap and a hold right now.
Air Canada 1116, it appears to go in the wrong direction. If you want to make a 180 on Echo and go eastbound on Echo to the gates.
Alright, I'm just setting the weights and balances, going through the whole checklist here on the aircraft. Everything looks fine there. We're going to do the
All good. If you want to park over there, no problem. Good night.
So we're going to get that rolling. Oh shit, I got to do this dumb thing. Okay, yeah, we're just getting everything, put in. My mic's a bit lower. I'm going to turn my mic up. Thanks for letting me know. No one's missed anything. Just setting the aircraft up. So let me turn my mic up. Let's see here. Where is my... Okay. How's that? Is that good? Toast? Toast. Alright, so we're pulling up this flight plan right here. I wish there was a way I could share a certain window, but like slide it away. I don't know how you do that with OBS. I'm not very good at this. But to kind of show you like what we're doing, because it makes sense if you guys see it. But I'll show the flight plan when we're when it's loaded into the simulator itself. So this is the flight plan. We're going to go from San Francisco Lindbergh International to Las Vegas. It's not a very far flight, so it won't take that long. We're going to import it into the aircraft, so it's all there. There's our flight plan with waypoints, altitudes. On our departure, I'm going to pull up the charts right now, which you can't see, but we're doing the Padres 2 departure out of San Diego, which takes us basically over the ocean for arrival. Just gets us up in the air because there's a lot of air traffic going on in the area. And our top of altitude is 15,000 feet. So that's our initial top altitude. Coming out of runway 27, we're going to climb to heading 268, and then we're expect vectors. So, just going to make note of that. It's reading the charts. Track on the Padres. Okay, looks good. Alright, so you can kind of see on this left screen here, the other right screen here, I'm sorry, there's a map that kind of shows where we are. I can zoom in and zoom out. So here's where we are at the airport. We're going to take off runway 27, make a right bank. We're going to come way out over the ocean and make this big loop coming to Las Vegas. So that's our initial flight plan. You can kind of see that. Anyway, I'm going to just do some last minute cleanups here. I'm going to call for clearance, and
come on, you can make it.
We're going to get this thing on the road here. Flying planes is not just, let's just go, right? You got to plan what you're doing, check the weather, make sure you got things set properly. So right here on the primary flight display, as you can see, I'm going to push that altitude on the right
Delta
side.
144, SoCal, departure
15,000 feet. So that is set. Altimeter is 29990. According to the ATIS, it's information is Charlie on board. We are departing runway 27. And that's pretty much it. So I'm going to go ahead and get our flight plan filed. And it's going to be a very special call sign. I kind of been wanting to do something like this for a long time. So I'm going to make sure it's done properly. And I'm going to request this call sign. We're going to call out for it. I'm not going to say the call sign right now because I'm not going to give that away. But we are going to do something interesting. And I can't wait to do it. And we've got Fitness Donut in the chat. I'm gonna give you mine because I don't want no weirdos.
Southwest 3317 on 924 left taxi via Echo LA altimeter 2998.
Just tell me if the audio is weird. Like you're not hearing any echoes or anything weird. Like I just want to make sure nothing's like cringy with the audio. That's all.
Local approach Southwest 2122, that's San Diego, raise it X runway 27.
So we got Padres.
Southwest
Chicken.
2122 or 827 taxi via Bravo, Limburg altimeter 2990.
2990 will be at Bravo, runway 27, Southwest 2122.
Southwest 1534, San Diego, ready for taxi runway 27.
Southwest 1534
Pretty much have
827
everything
taxi
dialed
via
in, got our
Follow
weights and
Company
balances, got our fuel loaded.
737
We're about to file our
on
flight
your
plan.
left.
Via Bravo Falls, Company, Southwest 1534.
Alright, perfect. I'm about to call up for clearance, IFR clearance requests. So, Cal, departure, good evening. This is Chud Trooper here at the Limburg, requesting IFR clearance to Las Vegas International with Charlie.
What's called, son?
Chud Trooper. That's CHUD Trooper.
Chud Trooper was... Oh, number 249. I can't refer... nobody's going to know to refer to that unless you look in remarks and let you know. I will be able to, but can't guarantee every controller will. Chud Trooper 429 Echo. Expect PDC.
Alright, Chud Trooper 429 Echo. We'll expect. Thank you.
No problem.
Alright, there's PDC. Holy fucking, my heart just skipped a beat. Alright.
Chud Trooper.
There you go. Fuck yeah.
Close.
This is going to be a fun flight. Alright, climb via SID. Departure. Frequency 12805. Ground is 12805. Ready for taxi. Alright, so we are clear of the Padres 2 with the chicken transition. We're going to go airways to CB, Yela, Misson, into the Rondes 2, into Las Vegas, baby. Chud Trooper. They're giving us a special clearance on this one. It is ready to kind of get rolling here. We got the speed bugs checked in. We got to trim this thing. As you can see, the pitch trim right here in the middle is not lined up, so we're going to roll our pitch up. Trim the aircraft for takeoff. We'll start the engines. What else?
Southwest 3317, flighting 210 and 24 left service to go.
Here we go. Engines will start here. I got to remove this yoke for a second so I can start the engines. Okay. Alright, so we're basically going to be taxiing via Bravo to 27. It's going to be a pretty easy taxi. Chud Trooper about to go airborne, so y'all get ready for this. Alright, we got a good engine start. Everything looks fine there. Probe heat's fine. Parking brake can come off. We're going to squawk 4677. So we're going to go ahead and go to our transponder right here and go 4677 in the box. We're going to turn our transponder on.
So available to Southwest 2122, ready for
only,
departure.
because that'll let us know what's going on with the traffic
Southwest
map over here.
2172 or 927, clear for takeoff.
And we can actually request pushback, so we'll go ahead and do that.
Southwest 3317, radar contact, sail to
We'll do a
the climb and
request, why
maintain
not?
articulation, climb via the Ocean 1 departure.
So we'll just push back like here. Now you can see this line right here. That's you don't want to cross that.
Southwest 3317, clear direct TV.
Alright, here we go. We're going to push this baby back. Flaps are set for takeoff.
Southwest 3317, contact LA Center 135.55, good night.
Now I didn't wait for this NPC to come line up with the aircraft because I want to get this puppy in the air. Chud Trooper's got to go. Got places to go.
Good night.
We'll get rid of this window. Beautiful Beautiful moon out there tonight. 429 Echo, Chud Trooper 429 Echo. That's my call sign, Chud Trooper 429 Echo. I don't know if they're gonna like that. He didn't sound like he liked it. I think he might be a Chud. ATC. I'm not gonna call him out though. But anyway, LA Center frequency, we're going to pull that up, which is
642 Foxtrot Tango. If I remember correctly, I think it's whiskey.
So there, that is in. We're going to go nav mode, and we're going to go, keep that on nav mode.
No, that's
going
to get used to the 7-4 parking and speed out of the ramp. My bad,
we're going to call for taxi clearance here in just a second.
You too.
We're going to kind of get this thing moving a little bit here. We're in a movement area where we can move about on our own without clearance. So we're in the ramp area. Somebody's sitting right there.
MSFS Southwest 1534, ready for departure San Diego.
Right. Oh yeah, we can turn on our lights. We need those. Go ahead and flip on our
Southwest 1534 on runway 27, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff runway 27, Southwest 1534.
And SoCal departure, this is Chud Trooper 429 Echo. We are ready to taxi.
429 Echo, runway 27, taxi via Bravo, Lindbergh altimeter 2990.
Alright, via Bravo for Chud Trooper 429 Echo.
So that's 2172, LA Center 135.55.
Alright,
with
so
LA
there's Bravo,
Center,
as you can see
135.5,
indicated here in front of us. We're going to turn right onto Bravo. Coming out of San Diego. This guy's taking off right here in front of us, as you can
259
see.
Juliet X-ray, SoCal approach hello, LA altimeter 2988.
Not just
Would you like landing on the South Complex?
Let me get rid of this tablet. We don't need that anymore. Alright, we're going to roll down Bravo here. There's a plane taking off down the runway.
Going 9 Juliet X-ray, no problem. Descend via the Ironman 2 arrival, except maintain 7,000. Depart Cliffy heading 110.
Alright,
and that's departing Cliffy heading 110.
We'll go external here just so you guys can see it on the stream. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. That's a Southwest aircraft going up in the air. This is live right now. This is not, NPCs. That's a live player right now on the network. Flying planes, baby. Chud Trooper about to go up airborne to Las Vegas. Beautiful moon out there. See the city sky.
All aircraft, be advised, Los Angeles Center is closing, and so am I. All aircraft money to come 122.8. Good night.
Rip.
Of course, good night.
See you.
Alright, so that means all aircraft just went offline. So, Fitness Donut, do you want to see the rest of this flight or not? It was kind of funny getting the Chud Trooper call out there. I have to go airborne. I have to. Like, I have to at least try, right? I mean, you tell me. I think it's funny hearing the Chud Trooper on VATSIM. I'm going to do another flight. I'm going to get that call sign out there. I put it in the remarks that I wanted that call sign, but he didn't seem to like it. I was kind of perturbed by that. But, we're pulling up to the end of the runway here. Runway 27. Coming up on the little turn over here. Yeah, we'll at least do like a takeoff here, and then I'll cut the stream because I'm not going to do a flight offline where there's no network, there's no communication, because the whole idea was to be called Chud Trooper. But it's kind of late and whatever. We'll do a takeoff. We'll kind of get on departure. We'll kind of climb up a little bit to maybe 15,000 feet, and then I'll just probably cut the stream. Yeah, we flying. Unless you want to watch the whole flight, I'll do the whole flight. It does not take that long. We are in a Hey, Melons, welcome. We are in a Vision Jet. If you see that right there, little Vision Jet, beautiful aircraft. It's a real kind of aircraft you can fly. And we are gonna go to Las Vegas. It's not that far of a flight. I can actually take shortcuts and shit now. Alright, we're gonna line up on runway 27 here for departure. Stand by. Alright, we're lined up runway 27. Cross check. Flaps good. Engine ITT's good. Fuel pressure's good. Probe heat should be on. Here we go. Alright, here we go. Takeoff power set. Alright, releasing the brakes. Let's roll. Probably going to rotate at about 90 knots. Yep. Alright, V1 and rotate. Alright, positive rate. Gear up. Look at that. Oh yeah, we're flying. We're going to make a little right bank here, follow the flight plan. I'm going to bring flaps up, get a little speed, bring that nose down a little bit. So I can turn the autopilot on and just put on flight level change here. And the plane will basically just fly itself. Just keep the takeoff thrust set. Come out of San Diego right now. San Diego. Now I could do this whole departure, which is a very long departure. Oh, let me go back over here. Won't let me do anything. But I'm gonna take a shortcut. I'm actually gonna do a direct to a different waypoint. We're not gonna do this whole thing. We're gonna go direct right after Himman. What's after Himman? Huffman is chicken. We're gonna go direct chicken. So it's gonna turn us a little bit that way. We're gonna go next waypoint, CB, direct CB. Activate CB. There we go. Well, this hopefully calm me down. Like, Eric, this is what pilots do. Like, this is how they fly. We're flying. We're actually flying. For real. Coming out of Lindbergh, San Diego. Santiago. That's what they call it. We're in a Vision Jet, so we're actually flying pretty slow. We're not like really flying as fast as a turbojet airliner will fly, or not a turbojet, an airliner will fly, but yeah, kind of leave it at this view here because looking from inside the cockpit gets kind of boring. It's like looking at the screen, you know. But that's what pilots do. You know, they're looking at their instruments, they're looking at weather, they're checking ahead of the flight. Usually, a plane like this, you can probably get most planes like small private jets. You can do like solo piloting, but it's usually wise to always have somebody in the cockpit with you. But something like this, you can definitely solo fly all you want. It's a fun little plane. you can see how the design of this plane is. The engine is right on top, and like it's called Vision Jet because it makes a V in the back, right? So all the exhaust comes right between those two aileron parts of the aircraft in the back, right? So it's really cool. The exhaust comes right out here. Pretty cool design. Well, other than that, I'm going to do another shortcut because I feel like this shortcut's just not cutting it. We're going to cut to Yelaw. Oh yeah, this is really going to take us closer to Vegas. We're not going to go all the way that way and then make a right turn. We're just going to go to Las Vegas, right? You guys want to see Vegas. I've got the scenery for it too, so you can see all the buildings. We'll set our climb altitude to flight level 250. Actually, can we even get any closer? Meissen. Let's go Meissen. Let's do direct Meissen. Yep. That looks a lot better. So this will bring us into Vegas. Alright, well, I'm going to step away. If you guys want to watch this, like, I'll keep it up. I don't care. Like, I gave Donut mod just because of weirdos out there on the interwebs. But yeah, it's just a flight sim. It's Microsoft Flight Simulator. The graphics are amazing, as you can see. Look how beautiful this is. This is real time at night, as if we were in San Diego right now flying. Like, this is like real time, you know, weather and all that. I can cut the lights off because we're above 10,000 feet. I can also set the altimeter to standard when we get above 18,000 feet. Yeah, you guys are my virtual passengers. This plane, actually, if you look on the inside, I can go back into the passenger area and kind of show you guys the inside interior. Here we go. I can put a little flashlight on. Yeah, you guys, you got your own headphones. You got your own little USB plugs and stuff. Little cup holder. Do not open this in flight, obviously. That's the door. It actually does open. Yeah, you can, you know, you can sit 4 people pretty comfortably here. And you got a little cargo area back here, storage area. You could actually sit somebody else back here if you had, like, I don't know, a lawn chair, like a Chud Trooper chair. That might work back there. I don't know if it'd be, I don't know if the FAA would like that, but I think they would regulate that. I can go over the nose view. Turn off the little flashlight. This is a co-pilot view. It's kind of cool. I've actually got I've got a livery, and liveries are like different airlines. You got, you know, what, your American, your Spirit, and all that. You know, different ICAOs, you know, for airlines and all that, airplanes, aircraft type, and all that. But there was once in a time Hooters Air, and I actually have that one too. But on VATSIM, they don't let you fly as Hooters Air. Which, you know, I understand. Like, it's a meme thing. People, you know, they're not going to take you seriously if you put that call sign up. Just like I did Chud Trooper. He didn't want to take me seriously. But I was going to actually do the flight, you know, like, do what he wanted me to do. But they're like, well, LA's going offline now. Boss Money Airlines. Yeah, I could start that. Now, I probably should have picked a faster plane to fly. This is not a really fast plane. Like, this flight is probably going to be another 45 minutes or so. I'll do it. You know, I'm just chilling. You know, the YouTube streets are boring right now, right? What do you guys think about? Let's talk about it. What do you guys think about all the events that have happened in the past like 4 days? Oh my gosh, it's insane. It's enough to make your head spin. Anyway, we're about to hit 18,000 feet, and in the United States, when you hit 18,000 feet, that is known as a transition altitude. So that means you can turn off your barometric altimeter to standard instead of what's assigned. And what that means is just barometric air pressure, which has to do with like where your plane thinks it's at as far as altitude. So like the ground, sea levels, you know, 299 or 2 or whatever, like, but certain other airports, certain weather conditions, if there's a low pressure system coming through, the altimeter could change if there's different weather. I'm not going to go too much into that, but it's a value, basically. It's a measurement of barometric pressure. Now we're climbing at like 160 knots indicated, which is not a speed you would climb in like an airliner. You'd be much faster. You'd already be way up higher. But this Vision Jet is a little fun plane to fly. That's all. Wait, I'm frozen for a second. It's probably me clicking around too much. All right, there we go. Oh yeah, and I can also do drone cam with this as well. So I can kind of really show the plane and the sky, and we try to be smoother with that. You guys are in safe hands, old melons. Don't you worry. I've been actually I can actually do a noise reduction too for your guys' ears, so you don't hear. How does that sound? Huh? You don't hear the plane noise, engine noise so much. So I can actually put on the headphones. It's like, it's funny. I've been doing this for. I've been flying like virtual planes, doing a aerospace flight. There's a simulator out there called Orbiter Sim, which I've landed on the moon. You know, I've flown, I've done a mission to Mars and all that, which done all the planning. It's a lot of math, a lot of this and that, but there's also tools that help you, right? Plan the mission and all that. The real thing is getting into orbit and then like planning your burn to go to wherever you're going, right? Planetary body, so being fuel efficient. But same thing with just flying aircraft too, right? You got to be fuel efficient. And these pilots, when you see these aircraft fly out every day and coming out of airports, this and that, this is like routine for them, but like they do take it seriously. Like, you know, they keep an eye out for this and that. So like, you know, I've got Jepson charts that are always updated. They're updated usually. The ARC cycle is updated every 4 to 6 weeks or so. There's usually an update from the FAA of the Jepson charts. Charts can be just simple, you know, airport taxi charts that show like the different avenues that aircraft go up and down. And kind of gives you an overhead view of the airport, of where to go, how to get around, because airports are complicated. Like, there are some taxiways, like Chicago O'Hare is one of the most complicated airports to taxi in. There's like Juliet, Romeo, Romeo, cross this runway, hold this position, turn right on this position at Foxtrot X-ray. It's like, and you got, I mean, you look at the chart, it makes sense, but like, wow, you got to really like double check what you're doing. But there's some airports that are very simple. It's like, oh, taxi via Bravo. Alright, so we're about to level off. Bring in a little external view. Las Vegas won't be too well. Las Vegas is a good bit away. So it's probably over 200 miles out. Yes, O'Hare, big airports, Atlanta, Houston. I've actually flown in. I've flown into Atlanta several times. It's huge. I've flown into Houston a few times. Flown into Dallas. Flown into Miami. These are all IRL places I've flown into. And they're big airports. Yeah. There was one time I flew to Dallas, and I thought, oh man. I thought I was at the right terminal and gate and everything for my flight, and it turned out I was at the completely wrong terminal, or the gate was changed. If I can't remember, it was a little while ago, but it was changed apparently, and my app didn't let me know right away. And all of a sudden, like, I got an update that it did change, and next thing I know, you know, I'm scurrying across the airport, getting on the tram system to get to where I need to go. And luckily, as soon as I got there, there was a huge line of people still trying to board the flight that I was supposed to be on. So I was like, all right, I'm good. But like, I was like, oh shit, I better not miss this. So it's good to kind of keep an eye on that kind of stuff. Things change. There's been flights where my departure gate hasn't been assigned, and it's not assigned until like the last second. It's like, oh shit, gotta run over here now. I thought I was supposed to be here. And yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's really interesting. The aspect, the communication aspect from, you know, delivery. You got ATIS, which is your basic airport information. Like weather, cloud layers, what runways are closed or in use for arrivals and departures. All that kind of stuff is all in there. And then you got your delivery guy, who basically clears the aircraft to on their flight plan, which you have to file. You file a flight plan, and you can file what's called either VFR or IFR. VFR is visual flight rules, which is like your smaller aircraft, like a Cessna. You know, which is like, hey, I want to just fly to the northwest. They're gonna give you VFR instructions, which they might say, hey, climb to 3,000, stay out of the Class Bravo airspace. You are cleared to the departure at northwest, and squawk blah blah blah. You know, and they're gonna monitor you, but like, you're visually able to see where you want to go. You're not a commercial thing. You're not transporting people. You're just flying recreational. You might want to fly around. Hey, I might want to do a VFR and fly around, you know, a national park, or look around. Or I might want to be a helicopter and VFR to a hospital and land. That's how helicopters, when you see them landing at hospitals, they do it all VFR. They get those special instructions, and so VFR can be recreational, or it can also be used for emergency services or whatever. You're cleared visually to wherever you're going, and you're not a factor to other aircraft, right? You're saying he's going to keep you at an altitude that you're not going to be a factor. So that's how ATC works. They keep the layers of traffic away from each other. So if I'm a little plane, I'm not going to be up with the big planes, right? I'm not gonna, so that's how they work. That's how they coordinate. Then you got IFR. IFR is Instrument Flight Rules, which is what we're flying right now, which is like a pre-planned set of circumstances in the flight. So no matter whatever length of the IFR flight, it could be a 50-mile flight, it could be a 500-mile flight, 2,000 miles, whatever. You have three main components. One is what's called a SID, which is a Standard Instrument Departure, and that's getting off the ground, whatever runway. Some SIDs are already predetermined that like take you away, like as we did there out of San Diego. It just already took us way out of the ocean and took us way up north, and then made us do a right turn out of nowhere, like, because that's to keep the traffic out of LA airspace or San Diego airspace coming in, landing aircraft or air traffic, whatever. So that's a Standard Instrument Departure. Padres 2 is what we did. Then the next phase is getting up to your cruise, and then your next phase is your descent. Like, you guys all flown planes. So anyway, the descent is known as a STAR, which is a Standard Terminal Arrival. And basically all that means is I want to come from my cruise altitude down to the area that I'm landing into. I want to be at a safe altitude, a safe speed. All that stuff is factored in. So if that helps you understand like flying like commercially, all that's in place. Like, there's charts that say, hey, if I'm flying into this airport, my arrival is, or my STAR is 8,000 feet. I don't go below that until I'm instructed and I'm at a certain speed, which is all safe, right? So that's how it works. It's not like these people are, just most of the plane flies itself, autopilot wise. So that's how it works, and you communicate. You go from the delivery guy to the ground guy. So delivery clears your flight plan, everything you told that you want to do in the air, and then the ground guy tells you where to go on the ground at the airport you're leaving from, and then the tower guy clears you to take off, and then the departure guy or arrival center controller gets you up to a certain altitude to separate you from certain aircraft, because there's different airports around. There might be a congested area like LA is always congested, New York, all that. Anyway, you get what I'm saying. Then you get up to the center controller, the top level, and that's like your cruise altitude guy. Center controller, he's controlling most of the aircraft on a top higher level of altitude. So think of it as like a layer of cake, like a cake layer. The way air traffic control works. So, and then on your way back down, you go from center down to the arrival guy, down to the tower guy. The tower guy you're going to talk to mainly on your arrival is when you're like on the ILS approach, the instrument landing approach, the visual approach, the RNAV approach to a runway. So you're going to let him know, hey, I got the runway, I'm landing, I'm coming down. He's either going to clear you to land, he's either going to tell you a missed approach, or, whatever. Like, that's how that works. And then once you get down on the ground and you land and you turn off the runway, you switch over to the ground guy, and the ground guy tells you to taxi to the gate and park. That's how that all works. And the pilots have all these charts and everything. So they even know, like, on different airlines, different flights, depending if the gate's already pre-assigned. That makes it easy for an airline pilot. He already knows what gate number to go to. He can pull that up on his charts and just do the thing. I know I'm talking a bunch of weird aviation shit. It probably makes no sense to a lot of people, but, or if it does, I'm not saying it does or doesn't, but you just got to look at it in those kind of things, those kind of terms. Everybody's probably asleep in my chat right now. Alright guys, actually wait, I'll put it on drone cam. Give you guys something cool to look at, like the moon, yeah, like this or something. I'm gonna step away for a few. I just hope like this rundown of it, I know it's like a bunch of information I tried to jam in real quick, like a crash course on aviation and just the flight rules. And that's all I want to kind of do right now. To kind of show you guys that there are procedures that are regulated by the FAA. So VFR flight rules usually means low altitude, low speed. You're not a factor. You want to stay low and slow and away from things, right? You're a general aviation guy in a little Cessna, whatever, small aircraft, right? And then you got your IFR. You're stepping it up now. You're going higher in the air. There's different flight rules for that. So just if you understand that as a pilot, or just in aviation sense or terminology, it pretty much makes sense. And then there's just the communication layers, and then there's like there's certain airspace you can't fly into. Like I flew the visual just a little while ago into Washington D.C. and visual 19, runway 19 is a southern landing. You're landing south. You come down the Potomac River, and you have to make this right turn. Oh, there's an aircraft going right by. You see that? That's not a UFO. There's an aircraft going by. Yeah, look at that. That is not a UFO. That is an actual person out there flying on the network. We're offline flying, but whatever. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Turning into that visual approach, on my left side I got the Washington Monument and the whole restricted airspace, so you can't go that way. And you have to make this very quick right hand visual turn flying the aircraft to land, and there is no what they would call a missed approach, where a missed approach means you can't land on the runway. You have to abort the landing and go back in the air, right? So you bring the gears up, you bring the landing gears up, you pull the flaps up, and you would fire the engine up, you fire the throttle up, and kind of pitch gently. You don't have to pitch hard, because if you pitch hard, you might stall the aircraft. So you don't do that. You just kind of pitch gently and just kind of let that aircraft fly back up in the air. Always watch your speed, your altitude, and your heading, pretty much. That's kind of how you fly. To talk more about heading, if you want to understand heading, think of like a clock. So 360 degrees, 360, which is also known as 000, is straight north. And as you go clockwise, you are going different ticks of that clock. So all the way far right, which would be 3 o'clock on a clock, is actually heading 090, which is straight east. And then 180, that makes sense, going around the clock. So that's how the heading bug works. Fucking Alexa's yelling at me. But yeah, hopefully that makes some sense as far as how things work, how flying works. And this happens every day. It's a routine thing. So anyway, I'm gonna step away just for a few. I'm gonna check where we're at. We're coming kind of closer, sorta. Got about another 70 miles or so before we're gonna descent. Actually, I can pull that up and show you. If I go over here on the screen and go to VNav, it'll tell me our top of descent is in 5 minutes. So we're gonna start descending and getting lower in the sky. Into the Las Vegas airspace. Anyway, I'll be right back. If you guys sticking around, appreciate you sticking around. It's Boss Money Airways, Chud Trooper. Actually, I'm gonna announce on Unicom. This is Chud Trooper 429 or Echo. Hello, this is Chet Trooper 429 Echo. Any aircraft out there? Read. Crickets. Anyway, I'll be right back. Alright. Alright, Boss Money Airlines is back. So yeah, should I do like Boss Money Airlines and like um just like make a StreamYard and make fun of chuds? Bring people up, fly my passengers and stuff, call my passengers. Oh, we gotta get our speed up here. Our speed's low. Alright, so I'm going to pull up the charts and explain what we're going to do here on this arrival. We are doing the Ronders to arrival into Las Vegas. So we're gonna do what's the runway here? We're gonna land runway 26 left. So remember that. I'm gonna pull up the ILS frequency. We're gonna dial all that in. I'll explain what that all means when we get closer. So we're gonna go down to 9,000 feet at Red Quinn. Or Bourbon, sorry, Bourbon. Oh, Bourbon's 9. Okay, so we're gonna go to 8,000 feet. So we're going to go ahead and set that right now. As you can see on our primary flight display, we got this thing, this purple triangle coming down, which is our vertical navigation indicator. So I've got 8,000 feet set here. And what's going to happen is the aircraft's going to start descending. So I'm going to watch the speed bug, which is on the left side here. This is our speed, 202 knots. As you can see, it's kind of floating up and down. We're over some mountainous terrain, so there are some thermals. We're going to get a little bumpy, which is normal. Oh yeah, I need to go to flight level change. And as you can see right now, we're going to start descending. You can see that purple triangle here, which is like where we should be, where it wants us to be. And then we have where we are, which is this. I'm going to bring the throttle back a little bit. As you can see, as I bring the throttle back a little bit, you can hear that. This is our rate of descent, which is per minute. So right now we're descending at 2,300 feet per minute. And the aircraft right now is trying to catch up with this point here where I'm circling. Now we're going to turn VNAV on. And now the aircraft's going to just balance itself out right now and get to where it wants to be at. That was kind of bumpy. So we're entering the airspace of Las Vegas. Viva Las Vegas, airborne. Viva Las Vegas. TSA. I can give you a couple cool stories on flying through, just flying in general. We'll bring our speed up a little bit here. So yeah, like TSA, right? Here's Las Vegas ahead of us right here. You can see that orange, the yellowish in front of us. That's Las Vegas. We're coming in. So yeah, I've flying back from Mexico. I'm not gonna say exactly when, but fairly recently. Not gonna say what part of Mexico. Weirdos. I got stopped by TSA twice. and once was right at the arrival, coming off the aircraft. There's like a little area you walk through, and you got to grab your carry-on, or not your carry-on, but your checked luggage or suitcase, whatever, underneath the cargo area. Well, I kind of walked past that, didn't know. I thought I was supposed to just go pick it up on the carousel, but thinking it was a connecting flight, I don't need to mess with my checked bag. But apparently you have to take it with you. They didn't really make it clear. So I walked all the way up to where you're gonna go to the security checkpoint. They're like, did you have your checked bag? And I was like, no, that isn't that going on the next flight? And they're like, no, you got to go back and get it. So I was like, okay. So I just turned around real quick and just walked back and got it real quick. And I don't think I came off like I was mad or anything, but I was kind of like, whatever, okay, like I didn't know, right? So I just walked away and went and got my checked bag off the it was like a little carousel thing I missed apparently. Anyway, long story short, I get my checked bag and I go back up to the same guy that said make sure you got all your stuff, and then he's like, come with me. And then they searched my checked bag, and they opened my suitcase up and went through everything. Wasn't a big deal, but I think they were just following a protocol of some sort. I don't have any like stories of them touching me. But yeah, they took me into the little room, thinking that like I was probably bringing in something from Mexico, but no, I wasn't. But it was just like maybe a misunderstanding at the procedure there. But they just probably did their little protocol. So, at the time I was just like, I wasn't really nervous, but I was just like, what the hell is going on? Like, this is bizarre. Yeah. Alright, so 26 left. We're going to pull up the ILS frequency for that, and I'll kind of explain as we get down. Instrument landing system is like mainly used when like you can't see very well out there. Like there might be fog or whatever, low visibility. So you line up, you have two different phases of the instrument landing system. One is the localizer, which think of the localizer as it lines you up with the runway. Okay, it's a radio frequency that you tune into inside the aircraft, and it's unique to different runways, so different runways have a different frequency. So I'm about to pull up the ILS frequency for 26 left, which is 111.5. So that will line you up with the runway itself. It'll automatically line you up. And then you have what's called the glide slope, which is a vertical up and down. Think of it like a 3D space, right? You line up with the runway and you land, right? So the glide slope, it'll capture that at a certain altitude. So you maintain a certain altitude, which here at this airport, Las Vegas, for 26 left, we're going to maintain 8,000 until Preno. And once we hit Preno, we should capture the glide slope, and it'll take us all the way down to the runway, to landing, basically. So we're getting much closer. I know this is a little, maybe next time I'll fly a plane that's a little bit faster. But hope you guys are enjoying the ride on Boss Money or Chud Trooper Airlines, right? For this one, this is airborne all the way. There's not a lot of traffic in Vegas right now. There's two planes landing, or one plane taking off and one plane landing right now. Alright, so we're below 18,000 feet, so I can take the barometric pressure indicator and set it to pick it up. So it's 2988. And as you can see, the plane is making a left bank. As you can see over here on this right screen, the overhead map, we're turning. We're going to go to Grama and then to Beauty, and then we're going to kind of make our way down to runway 26 left. Chairborne all the way. Yeah, I should probably do more. I should do like I could do like long haul, where I can fly across the entire like I've done them before, where I will get in a big aircraft. Not an aircraft like this. This thing can't do transatlantic. Okay, well it can do it in hops, but it can't do it like in one hop. I should do like a transatlantic, like London to New York, and stream it, and just I'll go to sleep through the cruise phase and wake up and land it. I've done that many times. It's kind of cool to do. What they call a long haul. Yeah, it's called a long haul. Planes actually do that. The longest flight, the absolute longest flight, is from Dubai to LA. That is the absolute longest. That is flown by the Airbus A380, which is pretty much being phased out now. So just imagine that flight. Like they got showers on the planes. No kidding. They got showers on some of those Emirates A380s. Like a little bar.
Las Vegas traffic, Southwest 34 on a 5-mile final.
So we got some traffic talking right now.
Vegas traffic.
Alright, so the airport's pretty much straight, pretty much to our right. If I can kind of show it a little bit better. So there's Vegas right there. There's McCarran right there, like 12 o'clock. We're going to come in and land on 26 left. So it's like over here. So to give you guys an understanding. So we're going to make this big right turn. We're going to line up with the localizer, which, pull up that frequency again. Localized frequency is 111.5. So we're going to go to our navigation box here, radio box. We're going to pull up audio radios and our nav box here, nav 1. We're going to change to 1115. We're going to transfer that in to the active. We're going to turn nav on. Sorry, my camera just got all messed up. Alright. Oh, now you can see the beam. Now you can start seeing Las Vegas. There's the city of Las Vegas. We're starting to pop in. Viva Las Vegas. Alright, so we're basically going to hold about 210 knots.
Vegas traffic, Southwest 1534, 1 mile final, I was 26 right, Las Vegas traffic.
We might be able to see this guy landing. Yep, 26 right. You can see him if I zoom in like this, really close. You can see this aircraft right here landing, 26 right. Yeah, there's Las Vegas. There's the big beam from the MGM and everything. Alright. Zoom in a little bit on our map. So basically, if we had air traffic control, we would basically maintain a heading of this heading pretty much until instructed to like turn and descend. So we're kind of going to do that ourselves. We're going to ATC ourselves, tell ourselves what to do. Yep, he just landed. I think he landed 26 left. Yeah, he's on 26 left. Yeah, there's Las Vegas. Yeah, you can even see Allegiant Stadium. Ferris wheel. The MGM. Luxor.
I'm not sure.
Fucking Alexa yelling at me now. Yeah. Isn't that cool? Alright, we gotta kind of pay attention here. I'm gonna slow her down. We're gonna turn our landing lights on. Basically we're gonna follow this track that we're on right now, this heading track. So I can even take it out of nav mode and switch to heading mode. It's not gonna change anything because I've already got my heading bug right here, this blue thing. Which if I go here, it'll turn. If I go here, it'll turn. I can.
Biggest traffic, Southwest 1534, vacated, runway 26 left. Biggest traffic.
So, air traffic controller might tell you to turn to a certain heading. So that's what we're basically going to do to ourselves here. We're going to turn ourselves around to land on the runway right here to right there, right down there. So we're just going to follow this track. This is how aircraft land in Las Vegas. And according to the chart, 8,000 at Prino. So we're going to look for Prino. Okay, I'm not seeing that there. Alright, we're not going to worry about that because we're going to capture the localizer. Remember that.
Biggest traffic, Southwest 1534, crossing 26, right on Alpha 6. Las Vegas traffic.
Alright, so actually we're gonna bring her to 6,000, and we're gonna keep on our track right now, and we're gonna get ready to land down there on that runway. Bring that speed up. Appreciate y'all flying out here down to Las Vegas. Alright, 2-6 left. So here's Lake Mead out here coming up. The Hoover Dam is actually there too. I'm not gonna show you guys that, but it's pretty much straight ahead. I don't know if I can see it. Barely, yeah, it's kind of there, but anyway, we're gonna basically start making a left turn, and we're gonna go north. So we're gonna turn to a heading of what they would call 360 or 000. It's pretty much the same thing. So we're gonna make our slow turn to the north. We're gonna bring that speed back a little bit. You can see like baseball fields down here. This is all based off of, like world maps and stuff. So everything you see here is, I guess, kind of what it would look like, right? Alright, so we're going to basically try to get to that localizer. So we're going to bring her down to 5,000 feet. And I'm going to turn on the approach mode right here. Wait a second. I know what to do. Oh, turn it on to localizer. And slow her down. So you can see right here where it says LOC1, this green line, that's our runway lineup. It's a radio signal. I think we're about to overshoot it. Yeah, we were pretty much overshooting it. Which is okay. Because we can get right back on it and slow down. So I got the throttle at neutral. Okay. Alright, now the approach mode is on. Alright, now it captured the localizer. As you can see up here, localizer is captured. So the next thing is our glide slope. Now we're freaking high, but we're in a small aircraft, right? So we're pushing our guns right now. We're really coming down fast. Holy cow, this is great. We're pushing this aircraft's limitations. Alright, so we're catching up with what's called the glide slope. This is a kind of a poor indication of it, but we're about to hit it right now. Alright, so the aircraft will kind of level itself off. Here we go. Perfect. Perfect. There it goes. Alright, it's going to level itself off. We're really going to slow down now. We're going to drop our gear. Here comes another aircraft landing. Look at that with the moon, the gear dropping. Alright, we're coming in. We're really going to slow down. We went about 110 knots on our landing. We're at 150. So we're going to drop our flaps in right now. We're coming in hot, man. Chud Trooper. Put the song with the looper. Look at that aircraft coming through. That's beautiful. He's circling around and land too, just like I just did. Alright, we're at a good speed. Good speed. Speed's good. So now we've captured the localizer and the glide slope. I'm not touching anything on the controls. You see this green dot here on the right side with the altitude? It's holding the glide. We're on the localizer. We're lined up with the runway. So the plane is basically flying itself off of a radio frequency. So that's how aircraft land when you can't see. So right now I'm going to disable autopilot, and I'm going to fly the aircraft myself because we're getting low, and I don't want to be really low. I'm just take it myself because we're visual at this point. We can hand fly, we can land the aircraft. So here we go. We're about to land in Las Vegas, airborne all the way, baby. All right, throttle's cut. Here we go. Wheels down. Ooh, a little fucking squirrely there. But you get the idea. I've done a better job, but rudder pedals were a little weird. I've done much better landings. But we'll go ahead and taxi. We'll go ahead and pull off the runway here.
Radio check.
Oh, I didn't have full flaps. That's why my landing was so hard to do. If you drop full flaps, the aircraft on final is much easier to control, even in a small aircraft like this, especially. So that was a pilot mistake, but I hand flew it. Sometimes you have to land flaps half. Sometimes you land flaps full. Here we are at Las Vegas. Usually you would, talk to ground and they would tell you, hey, go here, go there. But we're just gonna wing it. I'll take you guys into parking here. I just gotta pull up the charts. Alright, I know where to go. It's pretty easy. Don't need the charts, just follow the lines. So we're going to cross runway 26 right. 26 right. Now tell me, Jeff, you were a pilot, right, in Vietnam? You were the Wright brothers, right, Jeff? You know it all. I'm not trying to call him out. It's just funny hearing like the memes. He invented the internet. Hey, look at the Southwest. We're gonna pull up right next to the Southwest. How about that? How cute would that be? How about that, guys? How about that, chat? We're gonna pull up right next to the Southwest. He's probably waiting for us to pull up because I'm a frequent flyer. My call sign I throw out there is pretty well known. So people wait for me to park. They'll just sit there and wait for me to pull up. Weirdos. Here's the Southwest right here. Aircraft. We'll just pull right up next to him. Am I a good pilot, guys? Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down in the chat. I want to know, what do you guys think of that experience? I will, when I park, what I'll do is I'll do a drone cam and show you guys the Las Vegas Strip. I'll be able to move away from the aircraft and do a drone cam. Yep, to end it off here. We're going to see the Las Vegas Strip. Yep. I'm just going to park up next to the Southwest to end it off. Yeah, I think that's a great way to end it. And I'm no content creator. I think that's just a beautiful idea. So here's this Southwest guy. Oh, there's a frickin', oh shit, he's calling a food truck. Oh shit. Food truck just coming all across right there. Do you see that? That food truck about cut me off, man. Yeah, I'll show you guys the scenery, the airport scenery in the simulator. It's beautiful. People go into links. And even this airport itself is custom. So the scenery is absolutely unique. Oh, look at that. He's got a food truck called. All right, I'm gonna get out of his way. I just wanted to see that. Look at that. The lights on the truck and everything. It's all there. I should probably turn off my damn strobe light. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Strobe lights off. All right. Let's go ahead and park this thing. We'll shut this aircraft down. And then we will, I'm parking it like I'm an actual, like, airline plane. Alright. Parking brake set. Flaps up. Engine shut down. And I can actually open the door. I'll show you guys the animation of the door. Yeah, see the door open. It's pretty cool. Alright, anyway, we're going to go drone cam. Let me put the flight controls away. I actually got flight controls, everything. I've got throttle. I've got a throttle quadrant. I've got a flight stick that has all kinds of buttons I can program to do certain things. My throttle quadrant basically allows me to change the heading, the altitude indicator, and everything like that without having to click around inside the simulator. So I have all these robust hardware that allows me to actually fly the plane without clicking around like a, I can click around like this and do this with my mouse, but I can also do it with my my flight stick. I can just move around like that, holding that. So having the rope, all these different flight controls and stuff, yeah, it makes it, if you're gonna like get your pilot's license, yeah, you can use this as a way to kind of, it's not real world, of course, it's a simulator, but you can use this as a way to learn, learn charts, learn procedures, learn how to communicate on ATC. Let's Let's see here if I can get the drone thing to work. Here we go. Drone speed. I just want to change the drone speed like quicker so we can get over to the Las Vegas Strip without having to take forever. But I'll show you the airport. I think you can kind of go inside this airport. Yeah, you can go inside. Kind of show you guys a little bit inside real quick. Let me change the speed. Because I don't want to go around whipping around and make you guys sick. Yeah, you got the interior of the airport. Probably not a whole lot to see here. I'm not going to show you everything because it's an airport, right? You all been there. But anyway, let's go to the Strip. Pretty cool. You got static aircraft here. It's chilling. Here's the Mandalay Bay. Here's the Las Vegas Strip. Pretty detailed. I mean, I'm very impressed with the quality that they did. So if you really want to fly like some asshole in a plane down the Las Vegas Strip and get arrested by the FAA, you can. And see all this detail. Now, is it perfect? No. You're flying in a plane. Are you going to see every little nook and cranny? No. But like this, I'm pretty impressed by. Like, that's pretty quality work. Like, I'm going to give them that. Like, the people that designed this scenery is pretty good. Like, looks pretty cool. You know, there's a pool right here, probably like an infinity pool. You know, right here. Pretty neat. Delano, right? We're gonna explore the Las Vegas Strip here. Look at that, the Lux. You want to see the beam, right? Yeah, there's the beam. It's pretty cool. I've actually booked people into this place. I've actually booked into it before. It's pretty cool. The rooms are unique. You know, you got the Sphinx right out front. Look at that. The obelisk. Now that's a screenshot, if anything. Look at that. Luxor. Take that selfie right there, guys. Get that selfie in. I'll leave it right here for a second. Just a second. That's a nice shot. I don't know what y'all think about that, but I think that's pretty cool. Look at that. Remember this guy, Chris Angel? There he is. The mind freak. We need a damnation thing right there. Instead, I think that'd be cool. Yeah, the Strip's pretty lively. You got the very much detail. Look at that Titanic. You can see this Vegas, Texas Shores, Lux Ray, yeah. Oh, it's not very detailed, but alright, we're gonna find some more detail. Excalibur. Yeah, feel like a pedestrian here looking at Vegas. It's a nice little POV. Gwen Stefani. It's like a Hooters hotel, I guess. I like how there's the shadows right there of palm trees. Cool. Here's the MGM. Coming through the entrance. Obviously, these trees are just random. Wow, look at that. That's a stunning shot. Like drone. Like, woo. That is beautiful. Alright, we'll get a little bit closer down to here. I'm trying to keep it as smooth as possible, not to make it like nauseous, right? Jerk the camera around and shit. Yeah, that's nice. Coming down the strip. Oh, there's a vehicle. Oh, there's another one. Oh, there goes another one. Wow, the fountains. Look at that, huh? That's a gem right there. I'll come back to that. I'm going to show this kind of shot. Look at that Eiffel Tower. And I've actually really not explored this scenery that much, but like at night. But wow, that's amazing. There's another aircraft landing. Man, it's just like if you had a drone, you could fly it around Vegas freely without getting it, like, you know, confiscated or something. This is kind of what it would look like with false traffic and, you know, everything's, you know. But let's look at the fountains. I want to look at this. This is beautiful. We've got to check this out. Like, this is unique. We're going to get right here. Right here. I think that's a beautiful view. Tell me how cool that looks. If you're still here, Donut, Fitness Donut. How cool is that? Man, that is sick. I'm trying to keep it like trying to keep it at pedestrian level view. I gotta turn the speed down because the drone speed gets crazy. Actually, I can actually turn it to like sunset-ish time too. And I can, yeah, we'll mess with the weather later, but we'll make it a little bit brighter. About to close it out. Just want to do one little thing. Control speed. Turn that down. Yeah, this would be like pedestrian level right here. The moon's right there. Traffic going by. Then you just rise up. And you go. Alright, we'll end it at the Ferris wheel. Final pit stop here. I just want to see what these look like here, if it's actually spinning. Oh. Is it really moving? Oh, it's moving. It's pretty wild. Well, thanks for flying. Bounce Money Airways, Chud Trooper. If you look at the very early part of the stream, he did get a call out. Airborne. I'll put it back to live weather. Just to see what it looks like at live weather in real time. Oh, that looks cool. So, good night. Hope you all sleep well. the stratosphere. I don't know where is that at exactly. It's a high point, right? It's a ride you jump on. Well, anyway, here's Las Vegas. Have a blessed night. I gotta end it. Buenas noches. Está bien.